And there's the damage. Kurt Busch clips him hard on the right front.
Typical Martinsville stuff, you know, it's lap 50 and everybody's got to give and take on the racetrack and on pit road. And you know, the 5 car was pitted in the stall in front of me, and he was at, you know, whatever struggles he had earlier in the race, had to come in. And I saw him checking up, and I started to.
As well. Yeah. You want by me? You may have to work a little. This is going to get ugly here.
Here we go. And Brad jams on the brakes. Everybody stacks up. Now they're side by side, and it's on, heading for turn 3, and it's off again. White flag in the air for Kurt Busch. Jimmy is 2 car lengths back.
How many races is this? 6. How many winners is this?
It's going to be 6, it looks like.
Back straightaway, final time. Cole Witt ahead. Michael Annett, Jamie McMurray. Johnson is to the back bumper of Kurt Busch. But they power off turn number 4, and the Outlaw wins the battle at Martinsville.
And Stewart Haas. Really, Gene Haas.
I can't believe it.
I asked Rick, I said, when these guys...
A great restart to the outside. The 7 of Allgaier right on the bumper of the 22. But the 16 battles back.
Here comes Allmendinger. It's Cindric and Allmendinger into 3 and 4. Allmendinger up the racetrack. They make contact. 3 wide for the lead. 1 lap to go. Here comes Allgaier on the inside. They go up the racetrack. Allmendinger back in on the inside. He takes the lead. More contact behind him. The race for the win through 3 and 4. Allmendinger, Cindric, side by side. Allmendinger wins it at the line.
Hard crashing off into turn 1. I cannot believe what I just saw.
Keeps you attached, sucks you together.
Oh!
Denny
Hamlin. Got on into Hamlin. Hamlin goes around, collects Byron.
It's a bunch of them, boys.
Good grief.
All right, obviously it was started around Denny Hamlin, but keep an eye on this 22 car. I think the 22 may have...
Hamlin started to get loose, and he had to make one correction, and then the second wiggle is what lost it for him right there.
The 11 card.
See him wiggle right there?
Yeah, but did you see the 22 heading up the racetrack?
Yeah, so what happens off of turn 4 right there, you can't, it's really hard to run the fence all the way down. So as you get to that 5/8, 3/4 mark of the corner, you have to get...
Bubba moves up.
Power move there.
Hocevar goes to low.
3 wide. Hocevar middle.
That did not work in Bubba Wallace's favor.
Reddick on the bottom for the lead. Hocevar steams around the outside. They touch twice. White flag.
They're not going to go with him.
Here comes Chastain. Toyota, Chevy. Chevy.
You see Briscoe be able to back up right there off the exit of turn 2.
Tyler Reddick trying for 2 in a row. Briscoe trying to redeem a tough day in Daytona. They're going to come off turn 4 for the final time. Chastain to the bottom. Briscoe to cover. Tyler Reddick, 2 in a row.
Can you believe that car just spun?
These guys are right
front fender.
It's your day.
Holy cow.
Great job.
Tyler Reddick.
Dave, thanks. That earlier, and now live, Tony Stewart on pit lane early, Vince.
You see the 14 team of Tony Stewart feverishly working on the front of their car. Stewart has hit something, and it has put a big hole in the front of the grill, although Tony indicated he did not recall hitting anything at all, said he didn't feel as though he had hit any debris, but there's a hole about twice the size of a man's fist there in the front. So they're replacing the fencing part of the grill, which they also have to double check and make sure there's no debris inside the grill area as well. Now you see the replacement area, the area that they're going to replace, and now the fenced the grill area that's being used to substitute and replace. They've also got to make sure that they get the tape on the new grill just as the previous tape was addressed, so they make sure that aerodynamically they have the same handling car as well. So certainly an issue that Darian Grubb and company, Tony Stewart obviously included, did not expect to have to be dealing with in the early stages of this championship run.
right, check your water pressure there, bud.
10 pounds.
Okay, 10-4. We got a big hole in the center of the grill. The grill screen's all punched out of it. We got the boys to go in and start working everything up. We'll get it all ready there. Do not come in until we tell you we're ready to.
White flag here, white flag. Bring it home.
Final lap. Stewart and Edwards, first and second. Winner takes the championship.
This is just the most incredible run I've ever seen out of a race car driver, what Tony Stewart has done in this case and tonight.
Yeah, I think it's the best driving I've ever seen, and Carl Edwards did an incredible job too, but this is the man right here, Tony Stewart.
2002, he was the champion. 2005, he was the champion, those driving for someone else. This time, he's an owner driver, and he's going to become a three-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. Tony Stewart wins it.
So we got it? We got it. We got the tiebreaker, baby. Awesome job. Derek. You guys are all.
Through the gears they go. It's Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, and another great restart for the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Smoking the tires, and now he's going to miss it. He gets into the wall. Race leader. Chase Elliott into the wall, and the caution will come out.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. 2 years in a row, we've seen drivers overrun that.
Now Chase Elliott back up onto the mile and a half. Goes into turn 1 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
What a recovery, Rick. Lap 65, the 9 goes straight into the barriers. The team tapes up the hood. No gimmicks, no strategy. He drives all the way through the field, passing every car on the racetrack to take the lead in the closing laps.
And Steve, I'm going to tell everybody listening, during the commercial break, you looked over here and said, Chase Elliott still wins this race. We all said you were crazy. You were right.
That car looked so good through traffic, Rick.
Chase Elliott out of turn 4. He'll make the last chicane, and Chase Elliott put on a dominating performance today. He'll win at the Charlotte Roval.
That's the way to bring it home.
Yep.
That's a good space bender once.
Perfect place to do your burnout. Right where you crashed earlier on a restart. He'll burn it down. This victory fueled by Sunoco. Fuel your best. Well, if you can't laugh at yourself, look at that. He's out of the car. And there goes the car.
Oh, no.
And it's going to hit the inside wall.
2 more corners, and he's going to do it again at Iowa Speedway.
He dominated last week, Marty. Didn't get the win, but it looks as though he's got a little redemption in mind here tonight.
Oh, look out as he has a tire situation. Here comes Edwards right into it. They cross the line, and guess who wins the race? Stenhouse.
Well, thanks to Carl Edwards. Gave him
what a real crazy
finish. That it finished this way.
All right, take another look at this.
Okay, all of a sudden, I don't think that's
the
tire.
engine.
That's an engine.
That's the engine. You're right.
Wow.
And I wonder if Carl got into the fluid and couldn't steer.
I would think so, because you'd think he could have missed it, but it's hard to say from up here.
You're right, though. It looked like a tire from there.
He did a good job of just keeping. He had smoke and oil, I guarantee you.
I think so.
Just couldn't miss him.
All right, let's just listen this time from Carl.
Here's where Hemrick needs to find a way to get into the gas a little sooner. The 22 takes that momentum.
Side drafting down the backstretch.
Oh, he's going to get loose. The 18 gets a little loose, slides up the track. No contact. But it did move the 22 up the racetrack. He wasn't able to finish the corner, so...
One more time around.
Daniel's still right there. What will he do?
The 2 fighting for the win and the championship. Through 1 and 2. They stay side by side. Now the 18 ducks in behind. One more chance. The 22 in front. The 18 closing the gap. Out of 4. They're side by side. Hemrick's going to win it at the line. Daniel Hemrick just silenced the doubters. He's made his own history. Daniel Hemrick wins. He's the Xfinity Series champion.
You got it. champion. Your first win. You'll never have to ask that stupid question again. Never again. Never again.
Dave Rogers talking to his driver down here. We're getting splashed by water. He's protecting the computers.
5 feet. Crew chief would rather walk to victory lane than the care center. Oh! Ryan Newman came down and everybody behind piles up.
I saw a lot of rear tire spin on that restart. I think a lot of guys were struggling with grip and they just started losing control. Maybe it could have been contact. Could have been contact from the 24 and that nose on that Camaro of William Byron as he gets to the rear bumper of Ryan Newman.
And it looked like he had been hit by the 4 of Kevin Harvick, which...
Out back here on the back straightaway. Got Boyer giving a big... Oh!
Hamlin around.
Goes around. I bet that fender caused that right rear tire to go down. Logano in it again. This one's going to take the 48 of Jimmy Johnson out this time. Rear bumper of Chase Elliott sends the 11 Denny Hamlin into turn 3. Watch this car just go around. You know that that's a tire that went down. Had to be.
Hamlin has said on the radio he lost the right rear.
Chase Elliott, oh, trying to get to the outside of the 42 at Kyle Larson.
Whoa, down to the bottom and they touch.
Oh, another wreck. Goodness gracious.
Now look at Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is 2 laps down. Don't tell me he can't win it.
So here we go down the back straightaway. You see the 9 of Chase Elliott all over the rear bumper of Kyle Larson. He tries to squeeze to the outside of him, but Larson does a good job blocking him. Now Larson realizes he's going to go to the inside. This is almost similar to what happened between Joey Logano by Ryan Newman. Big run coming to the outside by Eric Jones.
You can't block 3 lanes.
No, he's getting a huge push from Kyle Larson. Now Larson to the inside.
Jones's car is damaged, and Larson slips ahead. If they take the white flag under green, oh please, then the next flag will end the race.
3 wide.
Look at the speed Jones has with that car all bent up, and it's Newman at the white flag.
That's incredible. I mean, how did Larson pass all those cars and now fall all the way back to the end?
Last lap.
Denny Hamlin, big push to his teammate, Eric Jones.
Do you want to lead here or do you want to be second?
Well, all day long, I didn't want to be in the field as much as they were wrecking. But I really think, look at this run coming from Eric Jones.
3
down
wide.
To 3 to the inside, 3 wide.
Jones with the most damaged car in the race. He's in the front.
Now can Denny Hamlin...
Dillon slipped up high.
Is Denny Hamlin going to make a move on him and still try to win this race? Doesn't look like it. He's going to push his teammate to the win.
Eric Jones is going to win the Busch Clash with a car that's ready for the dumpster.
I just think Denny could have pulled out maybe a few feet sooner. Oh, that's right. He's down lap. So he's helping his teammate win this race. Didn't have a shot at the win.